Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Broncos going up against the Crusaders. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Crusaders. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Second down now after the pass completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
A former first-round selection, Bradley Roby, is comfortable whether covering in the slot or outside the numbers.
Here's Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Toward the sideline. right, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep. Wiley.
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And this throw will be intercepted. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is taken around the 12. Oh, look at the juke. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Uwaniunga there to make the stop. So 2nd and 10 here. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner. That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
You know, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He's going to field this at the 4. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Caught out left side by Robinson. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense in a stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that, offered him.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
Mariota now on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Second down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seven yards remain now on third down. On third down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time to step aside. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bronco score. They're dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. So they're going to go for 2. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Taken from just outside the 30. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Partner, a lot of people think the tight end's a safety valve position.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Halfback sent in motion. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw now on the final play. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And Robinson with a big catch. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And they'll run it here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal. And quickly they get to the line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3, we just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Give them 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Los Angeles first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And this is caught. He hits Landry. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Green 39! Green 39!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it.